When I first saw Melanie Munchinger's new stamp set, The Vine, I immediately thought of how beautiful this set would look colored and shaded with Copic markers or pencils and Gamsol. But as I looked at the delicate vines and flowers in this set, I wanted to see how it would look embossed in fine detail embossing powder. I created a clean and simple card of encouragement using this set, and I want to demonstrate how pretty one of the vines from this set looks embossed. For this technique, you need an anti-static pad to remove static and oils from the surface of your cardstock. And I'm using some of the Gina K Designs ivory cardstock in the heavy base weight. I like using the heavy base weight cardstocks when I'm embossing because you get a little bit less wrinkling that way, or curving. Then I'm going to use a Versamark pad, and I'm using the larger vine in the stamp set. So I'm going to ink up the vine. And when I'm inking up a large stamp set, I like to just lay the block on its back and just use the ink pad directly on the stamp. If I'm using a very small stamp, then I'll flip the ink pad this way and I'll ink it up directly onto the pad. Okay, now I'm going to stamp this kind of in the corner here. So I'm just going to lay it down and then put some gentle pressure throughout the entire image. You don't want to rock back and forth, especially when you're using a delicate image, because you can get kind of a double impression that way. Okay, now, although you can't see that, it does have a nice watermark on there. Now, using a scratch piece of cardstock, I'm going to sprinkle some of the gold embossing powder. And again, because this is a fine, delicate image, I'm using the fine detail embossing powder. And that really makes a difference on how the detail comes through when you use your heat tool. Okay, so there, now I've blown away the excess, and I'm just going to replace that embossing powder like that. Okay, and now using a heat tool, I'm going to gently heat this, and I want to show you just how beautiful this looks when it's heated. It does take a little bit of a second for the tool to heat up, but once it does, you can move fairly quickly so as not to burn the embossing powder. Oh, this is so elegant. It's always fun to see embossing powder come up. You can see the little bit of a sheen that has. Isn't that pretty? And every little detail shows through. Let me show you a finished card project. I used that same vine image, and I stamped it, and then I stamped the vine greeting. It's a Bible verse, John 15:5, and just using a little bit of layering with black and a little bit of layering on the greeting. This is such a quick and easy card to make, but it's just got such an elegance about it. Not only is this set beautiful used all by itself, but it can be mixed and matched with Melanie's other floral sets like A Year of Flowers, Buds and Vases, and the beautiful Spring Basket. And it's so nice to know how beautiful these images look embossed for those times when you need a quick and easy, clean and simple card.